Okay, let's see if that's it. If not, I don't know what StreamYard is doing. If not, something's going on with StreamYard. Okay, no, we good. We good. I just gotta wait on y'all to get here. Well, I should have got something else to drink because that's gonna be gone in a minute. Hey, Karima, you can't see me? Hold on, girl. Wait a minute. I can. Oh, you probably can't see this. Wait a minute. I wonder why you can't see me. Okay. I can see me. See? Yeah, go out and come back in and see. Because I can see myself. Because I have my let me see if I can see myself on the TV. I have it let me see. How do I do that? I have it on my iPhone. How do I go to my channel from here? Let me just search for myself. Okay. Can you just go to my channel, please? No, of course. Why would you do that? It was me. I can see you now. Okay, good. Because it wasn't even, I was having a hard time finding myself, child. Yeah, but I did have a hard time. Okay, I already see it. I'm not gonna like this. Um, hold on a minute. I already see I'm not gonna like this. Let me see. How do I get out of it? Oh, here it is. Okay. Because every time I moved, I could. Every time I moved, I could see the background blurring because I don't have a. I have a green screen, but I don't have it behind me. And I could see myself moving, and every time I moved, I could see the image blurring. They always do better if you have a green screen behind you. I have a green screen. I just didn't feel like pulling it out of the garage. And um I wasn't sure how I was going to react seeing as though the background is light. But I see now that it ain't gonna work right unless you have a green screen. But I do have one. So I decided to come back today. There were a few people that had asked for a reading that didn't get one, and I know one person was Naya, and I did promise to um give her one. I don't want to be here longer than an hour. Like I told you guys, I don't like to stress my vocal cords out by talking too much. So whoever wants a reading, you better chime in now. because I'm only gonna be here for an hour. That's as far as I like to um push my vocal cords is for an hour, and that's about it for me. So whoever wants it, you better get it now while I'm um in a good mood. Uh, Rayana, is it Rayana? Rayanya Gamboa. And today I'm only doing two card readings. I'm not doing three. We're just gonna do two today. Because the majority of people, when I do these readings, it's normally people that I don't know, people that don't know me, it's people that just, come in. Hey, Karen, what's the matter, sweetheart? Get it. Get it. Get your toy. You want your toy? You want the toy? You can get your toy? Go get it. Go get it, Poochie. You want mommy to get it for you? I'll get it when I get up. I don't know what you were trying to get. What you were trying to get something. You couldn't get it? This dog got so many toys. I bagged some of them up. We rotate his toys. He has so many toys. He has like a toy box full of toys. And we rotate the toys. We, put some in a bag and put them in the garage. And he gets the other ones. And when we rotate the other ones, it's like he got all new toys. Because, dogs have very short memory spans. They don't, their memory is not like ours. So every time we rotate these toys out, he think he got new toys. So I think it's a toy that's in the bag that he couldn't get out that he wants. I was gonna do a crystal one, but I guess I put my crystal cards up. Well, we ain't gonna do that. Ooh, that's a good one. Oh, I like it. Okay. So your first card is do what you love. So if you thinking about doing something, do it. Do whatever it is you love to do. If you love to cook, do that. If you love to do makeup, do that. The spirits are saying that's what you should be doing. Because a lot of us sometimes we believe that we should be doing what makes the most money, especially now. Especially a lot of young people now, their whole mindset is, getting the bag, getting the money. But all of the time, a lot of the time, getting the bag does not make you happy. You're not happy. You're usually in a job that you can't stand. You're not, you're working with people you don't want to work with. So spirit is telling you to do what you love. Sometimes we have to make sacrifices, and sometimes those sacrifices are for our mental health. They are for us, because if you're going to a job that you hate the people you work for, you hate the people that you work with, you hate your commute time, you hate everything about that job, but it makes you good money, you're going to be unhappy. But when you're doing what you love to do, now I'm not telling you I'm not telling you to bake cookies and only get paid 25 cents and give up your health insurance and then you can't pay your car note. I'm not telling you that. But I'm telling you to do some of the things that you love to do. And maybe doing what you love is just a hobby. Some of us don't even take out enough time to do the things we love, to have hobbies. Cause people ask me like, oh, I just couldn't crochet like that. I just don't have the patience to do that. No, it's because you don't want to, put any time and effort into something that you enjoy. I love to crochet. I love to make jewelry. I do those things. I do the things that I love to do. On the weekends, me and my husband, we love going out to eat. Now, maybe going out to eat, we probably should be eating, a little bit more healthy. Maybe we shouldn't be going to the steakhouse. But we love good food and we love to be together. We do the things that we love. Put that on your agenda to do the things that you love, the things that make you happy, not just the things that make you money. Because at the end of the day, when it's all done and, said, that Range Rover is not going to make you happy. You think it is. You think living in a luxury apartment. I see so many people on social media who work hard. They're in the luxury apartment. They're driving a Mercedes, the car that they've wanted all of their lives, but they're still unhappy. I mean, real unhappy, like depression unhappy. And then you see Susie living in her van. Everything that she owns is in that van. And she happy because she's doing what she loves. Even if it's driving from state to state, I watch people on social media who want to hit all 50 states. That's doing what you love. So don't let other people's perception of their happiness, maybe for them, getting a Mercedes makes them happy. That don't make me happy. Like, I've never wanted a Mercedes. I've driven my son had a Mercedes, so I've driven a Mercedes. I didn't get nothing out of that. Mercedes is not my car. That's not, you know, my dream car. I think at this point I really don't have a dream car. I just want a car that functions and is not gonna cause me no problems. That ain't my thing. You have to find out what your thing is, what makes you happy, and move forward. Do it. Do what makes you happy. Do what you love. Figure it out. Find out what you love and do that. Some people don't even know. Some people don't even know what they love. They don't have a clue what they love to do. I do. I know I enjoy good food. I enjoy good company. Sit down with yourself and write these things out. I always say this. Some people hate this. Some people hate the concept of fake it until you make it. I love it. Act as though it's already there. I am whatever it is you are trying to be. If you want to be a teacher, I am a teacher. Whatever you want to be. Whatever it is. Engineer, I'm an engineer. Speak it into existence and keep doing it until it happens. Because if you're moving in that direction, it can't do anything but happen. Now, if you're not moving towards it, it's not going to happen. I don't care how much because y'all, young folks got this whole I'm manifesting a Rolls Royce, but you're not doing anything to get that Rolls Royce, but sitting on your bed manifesting. No, you got to work. You got to put in some work. But start by speaking it into existence, but put some effort behind it. You are whatever it is whatever your dream is, that's what you are. I'm already there. I'm already there. I'm just waiting for my license to come in the mail. I'm waiting for my certificate to come. I'm there. I am it. So I don't know what your it is, but whatever it is, you are already it. Claim it and be it. And walk in it. I have walked. I got so many hats, child. Most people don't even know who I am. I got so many hats. Somebody keep going in the house. Wear your hats. Whatever you want to be it. You it. You are it. You are it. I love it. Fake it till you make it. You are it. Because I always believe if you're working towards it, you will be it. You will be it. Just like doctors, they have to put in so many hours of residency and stuff. They not even quite there. But they still got their white coat on and, they doing until they graduate. Do like they doing. Do exactly like them. So whatever it is you want to be, I am it. Every day you get up and tell yourself, if you're going to nursing school, I am a nurse. Now don't do like them people did and lie. And pretend like you got I want you to finish it. Finish it. Finish what you started. But you are it. If you are working towards it, you are it. No, I'm only doing 2 today. We're doing 2 today because I want other people who want one to get a chance to get one. Naya, did you still want yours? And Naya is one of my regulars. One of my regular subscribers. Oh, these little... Honey, this is day 3 of my twist out. So if the hair is looking a little suspect, that's why. This is this is part of the natural hair thing. So my little, some people's twist out last longer than other ones. Mine, day 3, I'm, coming up to the, okay, girl, it's time to comb us out and do something else. So I'm probably going to have to wash my hair. I don't know why these cards feel so stiff today. Or either My arthritis is acting up. It feels stiff. Oh, you know, boundaries have been coming up a lot with people talking a lot on social media. A lot of people are talking about, setting their boundaries with people. And you got to do that up front with everybody that you meet. You should be setting your boundaries up front with people and standing on them at all times. There's certain things that you should not allow people to say to you, certain things you should not allow people to do to you, certain things you should not even allow in your spirit. And it's not just all the time, it's not even just other people, it's what you allow into your spirit. Sometimes we have to set boundaries with ourselves also. We have to. I have to do it. It's times when I have to be like, okay, girl, that's enough social media. That's enough TikTok. That's enough YouTube. Or you have been watching this person enough, this T channels and all of this kind of stuff. That's enough. It's too much of it into your spirit. And you shouldn't allow it. You have to be the one to take care of your body, especially mentally and spiritually. And the only way that you will grow, seriously grow, is if you set these boundaries with yourself and other people. Set them and make them plain and make people understand them. And you understand them. You understand that if I continue to watch all these toxic people and take all this toxic stuff into my spirit, eventually I will start to think that that kind of stuff is normal. Just like I was on Facebook and this like little blurb from Basketball Wives came on, and I was like, that show is still on? Like these adult women are still on basketball wives still fighting each other? Mm-mm. And a friend of mine was like, yeah, girl, you didn't know it was still. I was like, girl, I stopped watching that stuff years ago. I don't watch none of the housewives, basketball wives, uh, wives of Atlanta. I don't watch none of that stuff because it's so toxic. Who wants to sit up and watch a bunch of women argue and fight with each other? I don't watch any of those shows. Real Housewives of Potomac, New York, Atlanta, this, that. I don't care. I got my own life to deal with. That's one of the ways that I set boundaries with myself. It's just certain things that I won't watch. Even when I'm scrolling TikTok, if I see something that, my spirit, bah, 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 I just scroll on. I don't even finish. Set these boundaries with yourself and other people so that you can heal and that you know that you are only ingesting things that help your spirit. I don't want to watch things that don't add to, there is some stuff on YouTube that I will watch that's funny every now and then, but I don't watch that mess every day. I don't sit and watch it constantly. I try to find people that are like minded to myself. Sometimes I get on the kick and want to watch family vloggers and, people that are, van life and that kind of stuff. Not people who are on here arguing and fighting and stuff, because I don't have that in my real life. So why would I want to watch other people doing it? Hey, Melissa, why would I want to do that? So your second card, and this usually comes up for people who feel like they don't have any help. No one is helping me. No one cares about me. And there are so many people. Your spirit guides love you, but they want you to call them. They're waiting for you to call them. And if you're sitting around complaining about your life and not asking for any help, you're not going to get any help. And I know a lot of people that do that. All my life is this. All this is going on. All this is happening to me. Well, what are you doing to change it? What are you doing? Who are you asking for help? Well, I asked my mama and she did yeah, because your mama is probably dealing with her own issues. Sometimes you got to go to God and he will send somebody to help you. But he is waiting for you to ask. Ask him for help. Don't just think help is going to fall in your lap. One thing I hate is this manifestation. I hate this whole concept because the majority of people are using it in the wrong way. Because if you just sit on your floor or in your bedroom, I'm manifesting, but you're not doing any work, it's not going to work. You're not manifesting. You just talking. Like the majority of people don't have a clue what the concept of manifesting means. I'm calling on my healing angels and guides, but I've been concentrating on my altar work more. Okay, well, looks like your healers and guides want you to concentrate on them more. Because your ancestors are your your altar work is for your ancestors. And it's only so much that they can do. They're not here. It's only so much that they're supposed to do. Your ancestors are kind of like your protectors, and that's it. Your spirit guides are different. They're here to go out and, clear the path for you to be able to do certain things. It's certain things that your ancestors can't do because they don't have the power to do that. So sometimes you get away from that altar work, because if you're not seriously being taught by someone or sitting under someone to do your altar work, you're more than likely not doing it right anyway. That shouldn't be your whole concentration. More of your concentration should be on making sure you have a connection to your spirit guides and your spirit. That's way more important than your altar work. Way more. Well, then do work on that. Because obviously they're saying that they want you. You're not obviously doing enough. They're not hearing from you enough. And they feel like, hey girl, you need us. What's going on with you? I know a lot of people who want to do, they want these elaborate altars. They want to work on that. I do you know how many messages I get about people, oh, my spirit doll is not talking to me. and probably have like no connection to spirit whatsoever, but they're expecting certain things to happen. It's nice to have a connection to your ancestors and, you know, but you still have to have that connection in spirit. You have to have that connection to them. It doesn't matter what your working is for. If you're not connected to spirit, that work ain't gonna work. You still got to be connected to your spirit guides for anything to work. It's not just your ancestors, because they can only do so much. It's only so much that they're supposed to do, and then your spirit guides take over from there. What is that? I swear I'm always, oh, that's a back to one of those. I'm always seeing something. One thing is I'm always working on projects and I'm always dropping something. I dropped the back to one of my safety eyes for my frogs. Sometimes I hear them and sometimes I don't. Well, that's with everybody. You're not supposed to be hearing them all the time. You know what I mean? It's not supposed to be one of these situations where you start to, how can I say it? Where you kind of start to feel crazy because you're hearing them so much. They don't want that. That's not normal. And I think that's what a lot of people think. A lot of people think, you're just constantly hearing spirit talk to you. It's not like that. Spirit is not trying to confuse you and have you out here thinking that you're crazy. You not supposed to hear them all the time. It's times when I don't want to hear them. And times when I do. Oh, how was the reading? And who did it? If you don't mind me asking. Was it, that wasn't in my nose, it was next to it. My skin has been so dry lately. I don't know what's going on. Age, I guess, child. Who did your reading? Man, woman? Um, I'm hoping it was an Ifa priest. But was it a man or a woman? Not that it matters. It doesn't matter if it's a man or a woman. I just wondered. I haven't had a Ifa reading. It's been a while. 10 years? No, it hasn't been that long. Because me and my husband was together. So it had to have been less than 10 years. But it's been a while. I don't know. I was thinking about getting one, but I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing right now. I'm just kind of in a holding pattern. And I don't mind that. Like, this is fine for me. Because I've experienced, I just do believe that I've experienced what I've wanted to experience. And if I don't go any farther with this, then it's fine. I've, you know, kind of, I don't want to say made peace because I never felt that I was outside of peace, but that's just how I feel right now. Oh, a man. Oh, okay. All right. So, did you get instruction on what to do later, or did you are you going to join? Are you going to join his house, or does he have a house, or what? Hey, Hollow Smoke. Because I think the place that was close to where I live, I think we passed by there and it was like boarded up. And I know that I had talked to the woman that lived there, not lived there, that worked there. They were out of Los Angeles. And I really don't want to belong to a house where the Babalao is not even in the same state that I mean, well, Los Angeles is in California, but it's 6 hours away. So I wouldn't want that. Oh, okay. So are you going to receive the hand? Hey, Tammy. I don't even. I look. When did I receive the hand at EFA? Uh, 8 years ago, I think. I think 8 years ago, something like that. But I really don't like the person. I don't know. I shouldn't even say that. I understand the travel struggle. I have to make a 4 hour trip since no one in North Carolina. Yeah, LA is 6 hours for me. I'm not doing that. Because every time you need something, you got to go to them 6 hours? No. I want whoever I'm working with, I want them to be no farther than an hour away. I don't even want to do 2 hours. An hour is fine. I only want to go from the Bay Area to um, from where I am, maybe to San Francisco. I'm willing to go to the city, but I don't want to go too farther than that. Oh, okay. Yeah. See, I'm not doing all that. I have literally already made up my mind. San Francisco is as far as I'll go. I'm not going no farther. And I want my godparent to be, to be close. Like, what if I need something? I don't want to travel 2 hours to you. Like my godmother, when we lived in Oakland, she lived in Hayward. So that wasn't that far. It was like maybe 20 minutes, which was cool. And I did that for some years. I that was real good. I don't want to I don't want anybody to be, especially not in another state. That's an automatic no for me. Another state? Mm. That's too much of a hassle. Because when you need something, you got, like, I was watching this lady's video on YouTube. She had received a hand of E5 from somebody that was like in another state. I don't know where she was. I don't know if she was in North Carolina. I don't know where she was, but she was somewhere. And I think they were in Florida. And the day that she received a hand of E5, she had to fly in, stay at a hotel, have her ceremony. I think her ceremony was like that whole weekend. So she had to stay at a hotel that weekend, get her Orishas, pack them up because she had to fly back. And going through customs with your Orishas, that could be a problem. That could be a problem. And so she had that issue to deal with. I don't ever want to deal with that. Ever. I don't know what all she had because, she kind of kept it hush hush in her video. But she made it seem like she had some issues at the airport. And you will. You will. Because, they ain't supposed to be touching your stuff. This is sacred. But the airport people don't care. What is this? Let me look in here. Let me open this. Why do you have this? I wouldn't want to go through that. Yeah. Then, she had to pay for a hotel for, 3 days or whatever, and food and travel, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, it was expensive. So you saving money to plus however much money the person is charging you for the ceremony that weekend. It can be very expensive. Very expensive. So, you can come in. Hold on, girl. Let me let me get the thing. Let me let me put the okay. Let me figure out how to do it. Okay, there it is. Click the link. You can come in and talk about it. Yeah, I would really prefer to be in the same state, same city, cuz sometimes your state is huge. Like if somebody lives in LA, that's 6 hours from where we live. California is huge. I mean, it's not as big as Texas, but you may have to travel. So I really would prefer the same city. Oh, really? Yeah, you just never know like what Orisha is going to claim you when you get there. Like when I first received my lekas, I was a child of Oshun. And that was probably what I was going through at that time. It could be anybody now. That it doesn't just because, Oshun came forward at that time don't mean she gonna come forward now because she could be like, hey, I did what I was supposed to do. I didn't work with her. I didn't had her for X amount of years, and maybe it's time for somebody else to come forward. So you just never know until you have your reading who is going to come forward. That's why I tell people don't get so stuck on I want to be a child of Oshun. I want, especially women. It's like every woman think Oshun is the best Orisha in the world when all of the Orishas, have their good and bad. Oshun is no more powerful than any other Orisha. As a matter of fact, she the baby. She the youngest one. She the little sister. She not even the big sister. But everybody want to be her. Okay. I see you now. Hold on. Let me see how I do this. Okay, turn your mic on. Is your mic on? No, I can't hear you.
Hello?
Got you.
Okay.
Okay.
I have my earphone on and
Can you hear me?
yes, it just yeah, I can just hear myself echoing.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't hear you. I don't hear echo though.
Okay.
So what? So who was the Babala? Was it somebody that you knew?
Unfortunately, no. I just went online and I looked up Babalawo in my area and I looked up Ifa reading in my area and there is a Ifa house here in Arizona and I was watching a few of their videos. But honestly, I did not expect for the reading to turn this way. I honestly was trying to, because well, like I said, for years I have been working with my ancestors, trying to build a relationship with them, learning more about different religions, and I came across Ifa and the uh, religion, and then I just stopped there because it's so broad that I started learning more about it, and I just continue to keep to heal situations of trying to heal certain things within myself, trying to heal myself, trying to heal certain things. And it just seemed like certain things were not they some of them were working, but then it just seemed like I felt like, well, what if I'm missing something? What if I don't know something? Because like you said, it's you can only get so far by yourself. If you're not
Yeah.
being overseen by someone, you could miss a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
So that's why I reached out to see like, okay, because I have life coach. I do have people that have been overseeing me for years, but they don't practice this religion. So this is something I felt like I needed. I felt kind of like drawn to it. Like I was missing something. And so I looked at his website. I didn't know it was a man. I honestly thought it was a woman. I looked at the website and everything. And I just decided to everything looked professional. So I decided to reach out to them. And we did the reading over Zoom. And he used divination cane, and it had the shells
Turtle
on it.
shell.
Yes. And I don't know what else he had set up over there, but that's what he told me he was using. I saw it or whatever.
Could you see
And
what he was doing?
just a little bit, but not all the way. I honestly wasn't looking like trying to see everything. I just saw the cane. I saw him using it, but I didn't really see the whole setup. No. And I
Okay.
felt like if I was to go to the actual to receive the hand in Ifa and everything, I probably would have to go out there to actually be there present.
How far is he from where you are?
He's in Florida, but I
Oh.
don't mind going to Florida. I don't mind going to Florida if I have to, because I would much rather travel and go and do this than to keep, trying to find new, and, keep starting and stopping and starting and stopping.
What's his name?
I can't even pronounce. It's I'm gonna have to learn how to pronounce it and everything because I really honestly did
Is
not
he
think that I
African
was
or
going to.
Hispanic?
He was African. He spoke English though.
Okay, you want my real opinion or no? Just let you go ahead.
Because I already know.
Okay. You know
when
me,
I
right?
When I got this reading, he said something. He said a few things that clarified a lot of things. But one thing I called in was to say was my favorite colors are black and red. Those are my favorite colors. And he said to stop wearing those colors. Not I could wear them, but not from head to toe. And to lighten up the colors that I wear. And when I went to my closet, I had nothing but black clothes. I have maybe one or two dresses that are like a brighter color, but most of all of my stuff is red and black.
Well, yeah,
when I go to my
the first thing they're
office,
going to tell you is to get more lighter colors because once you come into the religion, it's going to be white. You're not even going to be able to wear the colors of your Orisha for at least a year, probably. And then you could be one of those people who they say can't, wear certain colors. That does come out. But normally that kind of comes out after you have been initiated. You haven't even been initiated yet.
Right.
I am very leery of people. I know that we are in a more modern time, but I'm very leery of Ifa readings over Zoom. Because there are things in your reading that you are supposed to touch to give to so that it can receive your energy in order to speak to you. You are speaking to there are certain things that I don't want to give away the whole thing, but there are certain things that you have to touch and hold in your hand that the Babalawo is going to throw on the mat. You couldn't even see if this man was on the mat, if he was using, what was going, like, you don't know what he could have been doing anything.
Right. I think it was
And you
just the
couldn't see
beginning.
it. Huh?
I think it was just a teaser. Because the thing was when he said that, it made sense because when I was wearing all black, I noticed that certain things would happen around me and things like that, but I didn't notice that it was the colors I was wearing. I'll go to my ancestors wearing white. When I pray and everything, I'll do it in white. But as far as my everyday lifestyle, if I'm working in the salon or if I'm going anywhere, I'll grab me a black dress, black jacket, black boots. And he was like, that stuff causes accidents and all kinds of stuff around you. And it made sense because, just the other day I had on all black. And there was a car accident in front of me in the same parking lot. One on the side of me, one behind me, and one on the corner. All at the same time. And I was like, what the hell? These people can't drive.
How much did he charge? Do you mind? Just give me a ballpark. Don't give me the actual amount. Hundreds?
It was around 150.
Okay. Well, at least he didn't do too
And the
much.
hour it was supposed to be an hour reading, and it ended up being like an hour and 30 minutes. And so, I just figured he wrote a book about Ifa and everything, and I was gonna read the book and just continue.
Wait a minute. This is not Obafemi, is it?
That sounds familiar. Let me go in here and try to. Let me see if
Because I know he's written a few books, but I don't think he's. I don't think he's in Florida.
This man,
what do he look like?
Let me try to remember.
Because you can see his face, right?
Yes. I'm just trying to see how.
Is this him? Did she get knocked out? Yeah. What happened? Are we still here? Can y'all still see me? Hey, Damona. Somebody tell me if you can still see me. Let me look and see. Yeah, I'm still here. Come back. Okay. Come back, Naya. Because I want to know if that's him. But I don't think he in Florida, though.
I was just trying to look.
Did you see that picture that I just showed you? Hold on.
Is it in the...
Hold on.
Oh no! I've seen his videos though.
Oh, okay.
No, it's not him. He kind of looked like him though.
Okay. Because he real. I was going to say, okay, well, I'm not tripping because he real.
Right.
Now, I don't know about nobody else. But he is legit. Like, I can vouch for him.
Okay. This man looks kind of like him, but I don't think he's him. I was just looking at the location on the website because I said, okay, well, if I'm really going to receive a hand in Ifa, according to what I've learned from just looking at other videos, from learning from you and things like that, I need to be present. I need to be there physically.
Yeah, you got to be there. You can't do that online. I mean, you know, through Zoom.
So I wouldn't want to. So I was looking at the location so I could make sure that it's not too far away. That's close enough for me to travel out there and actually receive it and be there. Because on the website it does show people there physically receiving.
And don't go there by yourself. Don't go there by yourself. You don't know these people.
Yeah, I probably have to get my boyfriend to go.
You're going to have to get somebody. Do not travel there by yourself for some people that you don't know. You have not built a relationship with. You've only had one reading done by him, so you technically have no relationship with this person. You don't know this person from a can of paint. You know me more than you know him. And you're not about to get on a plane or drive to come to California to see me. And I wouldn't want you to get on a plane or drive to go see some strange man that you just found his website and you trusted him enough to give you a reading.
Right. I have family in Florida.
Yeah, make sure. Just make sure that somebody. I'm not telling you don't go. I'm just telling you to take someone with you.
Right.
Because I'm going to be 100% real with you. There are some crazy people out here, and these crazy people use the Orisha persona to get women. You know, you get there and then they start talking about, oh, you pretty, you cute, you this. Let me do this to you. You should be my wife. You should, come in and I'm
I
being
think I
very
saw something
serious.
like that online. I saw
Girl, it's
a girl
real.
saying that
It's
somebody touched
real.
her and said, "Oh, you a real bomb."
Especially with these African men. Especially.
Well, I've been so used to traveling on my own for so many years, going to at 18, 17, 18, going to New York by myself and all that kind of stuff. But
Yeah, but
I know I
this is
learned.
different. This
I
is
understand.
totally different, sweetheart,
Right.
because when you get there, you are going to have to trust these people enough to take your clothes off.
Right.
Did you get what I
learned my
said?
lesson. Yes.
Okay. I'm talking butt ass naked. Okay?
Right.
And if you don't feel comfortable, and there's no way you can, build that type of relationship with them on Zoom unless you guys are talking on a regular basis. You're getting to know him, you're getting to know other people in the house. There's no way I would have felt comfortable enough to take my clothes off and go through a ceremony with a house full of people that I did not know unless I had built a relationship with them. And I had been to numerous ceremonies at my house before I had my own. They had invited me to other ceremonies, not the whole thing, but some of it, the part that I could see as a person that wasn't initiated. I had dinner with these people, broke bread with them. We had been to plays together and, we were hanging out. We were going to lunch, like legit building solid relationships before I was, initiated.
Okay.
So I'm just saying, do not just jump into this and be so trusting of people that you don't know. That's all I'm saying.
Definitely am not gonna do that. That's what I was gonna say. I was just gonna take my time.
Yeah.
And because first of all, I can't even really I'm gonna have to save up to even pay to get that initiation anyway.
Did he tell you how much it was?
Yes, he sent me an invoice.
What did he say?
Well,
okay, look, okay. Don't say how much it was, but let me just say this. Was it over $500?
Yes, but it's okay. It's less than 1,300.
Okay.
So, and I mean, I've seen people online say that they received theirs for $300. So I was just gonna take my time.
But it depends. Everybody does things differently. It depends on what he's gonna do, and that's one of the questions that you need to ask before are there animals? Are there gonna be animals? Are the animals included? Is there going to be a feast after? All of these are questions that you need to ask. What am I going to receive? What will I be able to take home with me after the ceremony? Am I gonna leave there? Because if you're gonna leave there empty-handed, if he say nothing, I'm gonna need you to cuss him out, okay? If he said, "No, you ain't receive something," No, you're not gonna get nothing. Then you know, come on, bruh. I'm giving
No,
you this money and you ain't gonna give me nothing.
no,
I don't get no necklaces, bracelet, nothing.
he told me what I was gonna. He told me what I was looking forward to, which I really didn't ask that kind of question before I could even ask him. He told me that it was gonna be a 3-day thing, and he told me there is gonna be a specific kind of feast. There are gonna be animals or
Okay.
a animal, and
Okay.
I do leave with something that day, but then he said other things will be sent to me in the mail.
And he gonna charge you extra.
For the not for the stuff in the mail.
Girl,
I
yes they
mean,
are.
if I have to pay for it, I don't mind. But this is the reason why I'm taking my time.
Yes. That's what I want to hear you say. I'm taking my time. That's what I want to hear. Because I want you to have a relationship with this person. I want you to understand every step of the way. I want him to explain everything to you, what you gonna get. How come I got to wait to get the stuff in the mail? Why I can't just leave with it? And the stuff in the mail, how much is that gonna cost me? Because see, the bad thing about Ifa, Santeria, Lukumi, it's very expensive. And if you don't understand that everything costs money, it's very expensive. And I've noticed that, which is really sad, is that the Africans be the ones that really be out here trying to get us the most because they feel like Americans have money. They come over here thinking that we all got money. So let me just get them for what they got. And a lot of the stuff that they use, a lot of the, tools and implements that they use do come from Africa. So, of course, if they got to have somebody ship the stuff out here to them, then we get that. We got to pay for that. You know what I mean? We paying for not only them blessing the tools, but we paying for that shipping costs and everything because they got to make their money back. I'm not saying it should be free, but I'm like, damn, it's expensive. So just keep that in the back of your mind that every step of the way it's gonna be some, your pocket's gonna get hit.
My aunt, she stays out in Florida. She, when we were younger, she was a part of a Wiccan coven. She's no longer a part of it. She changed her faith. But she's gonna be the one that's gonna be out there
with you.
Yes. But I was just gonna stop by and say hi to her. And if she was, wondering what I was there for, I was going to tell her. But I was definitely going to bring my man with me, or at least a friend or something like that. Yeah. But yeah, there were like rumors going around about her doing voodoo and stuff when we were younger, even though voodoo is different from Ifa. But she told me a few years ago that it was not voodoo, that it was Wiccan.
Well, people believe that everything that is not Christianity is voodoo. People don't even understand that there's a such thing as Ifa, Santeria, Lukumi. They don't know none of that stuff. They just lump everything that's not Christianity into the voodoo umbrella. But there is total difference between voodoo and Ifa and Lukumi and Santeria, even Ifa and Lukumi, because I was initiated into Ifa. And if I want to practice, I was initiated into Lukumi. And if I want to practice Ifa, I have already received the hand of Ifa. But you have to receive the hand of Ifa. You can't just, be initiated into Lukumi and think that you can do everything else because everything is different. Even though it's our people. You know what I mean? It stems from Africa. It's just practiced different. Just like the different tribes in Africa speak different languages, they, do things differently. So
Okay.
I
He did
have.
prescribe me an Igbo.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I wrote it down. I wrote down mostly the whole reading. I wrote down, and I've just been working on that.
Okay. Well, I mean, my only advice for you would be to get to know him. I would be doing some background research, on social media. Look and see what his, if he has a social media, what it's looking like, see if you can have more conversations with him before you go down, and explain to him that you are taking this very seriously, and you don't want someone to just take your money. This is very serious for you. This, you want this, you really want to practice, and you want this to be your religion. You want this relationship with your ancestors and with the Orisha. And if you want this person to be your Babalao, you really want them to be your Babalao. You don't want them to just be someone that takes your money.
Right.
So I would, have that conversation um with him and see how he reacts, or see what he says. Because just because you had a reading by him does not mean he has to give you the hand. You can still go to somebody else if you start to feel like, or spirit comes to you and be like, girl, that ain't the one. That's not that's a Babalao, but it's not yours. Okay?
Okay.
So just take, I'm not telling you not to do it, but I'm telling you, keep your head on a swivel. Okay? And be careful, because sometimes we want things so bad. We want it. And in our wanting, we ignore red flags. So just, if spirit is telling you this ain't it, listen. You know, go to your ancestors and say, hey, this is the person that I met. This is what he told me. You know, does this make sense? Is this the right person? I need clarity in this situation. Ask your spirit guides, ask your ancestors to, check him out and meditate on that and let them speak to you.
I brought them with me to the reading. If I'm going somewhere and I feel like it's important, like a job interview or something like that, or something like this, like this, I said I got somewhere important to be. I need for you guys to come with me. and uh everything was fine. I mean, I got home or whatever. It didn't seem. I'm gonna probably have to um sit down with them, like you said, and explain to them the whole scenario here. And that same night, my daughter woke up and she said that she had a dream. So I was gonna just look into it some more.
Okay. Well, just, just move slow. Don't, don't think that you have to do everything right away, because you don't. Take your time and find out
No, ma'am. I'm on a live.
who this person is. Girl, you know how kids are. She said, "No, ma'am."
Uh,
Find out who he is and move forward.
okay.
Just take your time though. Don't rush into don't rush into it. That's my advice, and that's my advice to everybody who, comes to me and tells me that, especially when they tell me that they found somebody online. My advice is always to take your time.
See, here's the thing. There is a IFA house here in Arizona. It's not far from me. I think it's like 30 minutes away. But when I was watching the videos of them doing a ceremony, I didn't want to just walk up to the house or anything, because I just feel like that's rude. You know what I mean? And I wouldn't want to just fly out to Florida either without getting to know anyone out there, as far as the Babalawo I spoke to, because I felt like that would be rude too. I don't want to overstep my boundaries.
Yeah. Yeah. And see, I guess that's the thing of wanting to work with people that you don't know. Like everybody that I've worked with, somebody that I know knew the person. So it wasn't like, you know, just some random person.
Okay.
Like my first house, my best friend, it was her godmother. That was how I met her, was through my best friend. Like, in my best friend, of course, I trusted her. I knew she wasn't gonna put me in a position where, I would be hurt, or someone would like take advantage of me or something. And then even Obafemi, somebody that I knew him and invited me to his church. And so when I went, that person was with me and then introduced me to Obafemi. And, that was like how I met him. Because, like I didn't know him, but someone that I knew him. And he wasn't that far from my house. So it wasn't like me just meeting some random person on the internet. And I have trust issues. I just don't, because I know how the internet, I know how some people, I've just seen too much crazy stuff, especially when it comes to this religion, with people on the internet, people presenting themselves as one thing and they not who they claim to be. Because you could be anybody on the internet. Anybody can set up a website and make it look good.
Right.
That's my only thing. And if nobody knows you, I don't know nobody that know you.
Well,
There's
what I'm
no
gonna do
way
is
for me to verify who you claim to be.
I'm gonna look and see. Um, I'm gonna look up the information because I was already looking this up a couple days ago. But I work two jobs, and so sometimes I get home and I'm just like, I'll do it later.
Well,
So,
yeah,
and I'll
just
send you the information and see if it looks familiar
yeah, send it to
because
me
this
and let me
person
see.
has several books out. They have a website and everything. So,
And where is he?
um,
In Florida?
that's what the website said. I didn't ask him where exactly they were located. I probably did ask and just forgot because once we started getting into this other stuff, I just completely just was focused on what was being said in the reading.
Oh, okay. Okay, well, oh God, I'm getting sleepy. Um, yeah, find out. Send me the information and let me look at it because I do know some. I know a few people in Florida, and I will see if because it's a lot of people in Florida that practice. You know, Florida is huge because it's near. You can get to the Caribbean close to Florida. I guess a lot of people come in through Florida. So
Right.
it's a lot of people there that practice. It's a lot of Haitians. There's a lot of people in Florida that practice voodoo. It's a lot of people in Florida that practice everything. So I don't know. You just
I was
just
just
have to
calling to
see.
tell you that I learned something from that reading, a few things, but the importance of colors. I
Oh
didn't
yeah.
know that it was that serious.
Oh yeah. Colors are
And
very
now I
important.
have to do a makeover because I was trying to find stuff to wear that wasn't black and everything up in there was black or red. I got black all over the house. Those are my colors. Black, clear, silver.
Yeah, I don't wear black that often. I always wear um lighter. I'm attracted to lighter colors. Dark colors don't work with my spirit.
I always thought black was professional, sexy,
Black
classic.
is professional. Now in a professional setting, yeah. But not to be worn all the time. And some people can't have, dark colors in their living environment. I don't like dark colors in my living environment. That's just not my thing. Like black is never going to be one of my accent colors. It just it's too dark and it's too heavy for me.
That's the same thing he told me. He
Yeah.
said it was getting too heavy. It was too heavy on me. And I
Yeah, I
figure if it's
stay
too
away
heavy
from
for
it.
me to wear, it's too heavy to be all over my house.
Yeah. My colors are, well, you will always see me in, you know, brighter colors. Now I do have like t-shirts where the t-shirt is black, but whatever the print is normally really vibrant or stuff or whatever, because I do wear a lot of graphic t-shirts, and a lot of the graphic t-shirts are black to make the print pop. Now I might wear that, but I don't wear just a lot of, just like dark colors. Even when I wanted to do my like gothy thing, I was more attracted to the pastel goth because it's like, pink and purple, with some black in it, but the pink and purple and lighter colors, the pastel colors are bigger than just the black. Like I've never been attracted to just the regular goth, but yeah, the pastel goth, I love that. So just be careful with the black because it is a heavy and kind of drains your spirit. And you're going to have to get used to wearing lighter colors anyway because if you get initiated, you're going to be in white. And I'm pretty sure that's what he's going to tell you when you come down there. He's probably going to tell you like what clothes to bring down there because you're going to have to wear certain things when you get ready to leave. Because you're going to leave there, you should leave there a totally different person than you were when you got there. And so you're not even going to, they probably won't even let you bring back the clothes that you wore there because you're not that person anymore. That stuff will probably be thrown away. But um, he should tell you all of that, preparing you to come down there if you choose him. Because the sad thing is he's gonna choose you because they want that money. They don't turn people away.
See, and that's the thing. I was surprised when he offered me a hand in Ifa because I just thought I wasn't expecting that. I was thinking that it was going to be maybe a few more sessions before that, or like you said, building a relationship with them, you know, because I have heard of people saying that they went and had an Ifa reading or they tried to be initiated and they were turned down.
Right.
And told, no, go home.
Right. Because I had a reading once with he wasn't a Babalao, but he was a priest. Other people knew him. I knew he was legit. I had a reading with him because I wanted to get scratched in Palo. And he was like, no. He wouldn't take my money. He was like, no, it ain't for you. The spirit said, no. You have too much anger. And it was like I was going through something then. I had just like recently broke up with somebody and he was like, oh no, it's too much. You have too much anger right now. The spirits are saying no, you will hurt somebody and they don't want to take a chance with you. And it was not no never. It was not never. He said and the good thing was he said it's not never. It's no right now. So that means no, I can't do it. He said if the spirits say no. Now there are some people that would be like, oh yeah, that's $500 going in my pocket. I'm not about to turn down $500. I'm gonna scratch you. But he said no. And that made me trust him even more because that could have been $500 in his pocket. because the ceremony was $500. But he was like, no, the spirit said no, no, no. She got too much going on. No, that girl crazy. She ain't doing no Apollo. She be out here hurting somebody. And at that time in my life, it was real. Like I was super angry, and I was, and I probably would have, took that. Oh, bitch, you know me. I'm scratching in Apollo. I'll do woo woo woo. So I'm kind of glad he said no, and I never went back. I never went back to see had things changed. Because they could be totally different now. Like I'm in a totally different space now than I was when I got that reading. So things could be totally different now. But I've never asked again, could I be scratched in Apollo? So I don't know. When people are too willing to do things, that's a red flag for me.
Well, I guess I just thought that if somebody initiates someone that's not ready, or at the time, kind of like that situation, and she would have said yes and took the money, then won't they be responsible?
Yes.
Like, yeah. Because if there's all these people running around here just getting money or doing these scams and stuff, and the spirits are not, the spirits are paying attention to that, right?
Yeah. And eventually they'll have to pay. Hold on, my battery is... Damn, I can't even see what to plug this. Okay. Yeah, they will eventually have to pay. But that's, and I think they feel like, okay, well, it's eventually I'll have to pay. I don't have to pay right now. So when it's time for me to pay, I'll pay. Don't care, girl. They be out here trying to make this money. I'll pay when it's time for me to pay. It ain't right now. But this person, with me, he was legit. He told me, and when he said no, I was shocked. I was surprised. I was like, what you mean no? And he told me why. He was like, oh no, girl, they said you got all kind of anger swirling around you. He was like, what's going on in your life? And I told him, and he was like, oh no. Mm-mm. He was like, no. You get yourself together and come back. He sure did. He was like, no. You get that under control. And then come back. But I never went back. I don't even want it now. Shit. I don't even want to do it. Because when they said no, they hurt my feelings. I was like, well, forget y'all. So I moved on. I moved on with my life. But just be careful. And move slow. And make sure you talk to your ancestors and your spirit guides. Don't get so caught up in, wanting to have it to the point where you're not, you don't see what's going on. Because there are a lot of people, I talk to a lot of people that want it so bad that they don't care. They'll do anything to get it. I don't care how much it costs. I want to get it. Well, I do. I don't want to get it and somebody, using me or, taking advantage of me. I don't want to be in a position where people are taking advantage of me because I want something. And there are
Right.
people out there that do that, unfortunately. So
Right.
just, just be careful. That's all I'm saying. Just be careful because there's some people out here that don't care.
Well, I'm taking my time, so
Yeah, do
you
that.
might
Just
hear
don't,
about it
just
by
don't rush
next
into
year.
it. Huh?
You might hear about it by next year because
Yeah.
I might at least give myself a year.
Yeah, that's what I would do. I would. At least 6 months to get to know the person, know who he is, and maybe ask him to talk to some other people that have been initiated by him and see what their experiences have been in the house.
Because I went online. I was trying to find some reviews on there.
And it wasn't any.
It's no, it wasn't set up like how establishments have the setup wasn't set up to have reviews underneath. It was just um the website and the location, but it didn't really have like a section for reviews. So,
Okay.
I'm
Well,
gonna take my time, and we might
well,
even I might
email me the website so I can see who he is.
okay.
And I know somebody in Florida, and they can see who he is. You know what I mean? A lot of people are attached to people in Africa because a lot of people don't have their ceremonies here. They will fly to Africa to have their ceremonies done out there, even though it costs more to fly to Africa to have your ceremonies done. The ceremony itself is cheaper in Africa than it is here. So I think it kind of balances itself out because you paying, but some people are paying for a ticket to go to their Babylao anyway. If they're in another state, so you got to fly from wherever to Florida anyway. I know it's more expensive to fly from the States to Africa, but once you get there, you don't have to pay for a lot of stuff. And it's not as elaborate like here when you have ceremonies. They want you to have a dress or whatever made for every night. If your ceremony is 3 days, if it's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, you got to have outfits for all three of those days. Then you gotta have an outfit to go home and all of this stuff. Whereas when you go to Africa, they normally dress you in traditional African clothing where you don't have to go out and have all these really nice elaborate dresses made like you would if you were doing it here in the States. So things are different. That's why a lot of people do like to go to Africa because, in a sense, it's a little cheaper. So just figure out, what he does. Does he do all of his ceremonies here in the States, or does he? Because even Obafemi does some of his ceremonies in Africa. He will, get 4 or 5 people that are going through an initiation, and they all fly to Africa together. They stay together. He stays with them until their ceremonies are done, and then they fly back to the States.
Oh wow.
So it just, you know, depends on um, how he's doing things. Because I think Obafemi has moved to Georgia because he used to live here in California. As a matter of fact, he didn't live too far from where we used to live because I used to go to his meetings during the week. Also, sometimes like he would teach the Orisha songs and stuff. It was kind of like choir rehearsal if you went to a black church. It was kind of like that. We would do that during the week, and he wasn't too far from me, so I would go to his classes. But I think he has moved to Georgia, bought a home in Georgia. But he does go to Africa pretty often. So
I've seen a lot
that's
of his videos.
yeah, he has some really really good videos on um on YouTube and Facebook. So he is a good Babalao. And I think he just like received something else. I'm not really sure. But I think he's actually more than a Babalao, like higher than just I think a Babalao is like a step below where he is. So
What
I don't
level is an oracle?
I don't think they use that. Oriate?
No, like oracle, because I hear some people saying they're oracle.
That's what I do. That's just a reader. That's not really, you know, a level in traditional African religion. An oracle is just, someone that can read. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
can
that
do
makes sense.
cards or tarot or runes or whatever they use to see things. You have the gift of sight. You know, some people add dreams in that dream interpretation. All of those things fall under um oracle. Okay, I'm gonna go, girl, because I done passed my hour mark.
Okay.
I try not to push these vocal cords too much past an hour. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna have to get them checked again because I have noticed that if I talk too much, um, I don't know if they get dry or what's going on, but I can
Hmm.
legit feel my vocal cords. Like I feel them, and I don't know because the doctor did say that sometimes that scar tissue will develop on your vocal cords after you've had surgery. And I had surgery like 5 years ago, I think. I think it's been 5 years. So
Hmm.
I'll probably have to have her look at them. I'm going to go in and tell her, though, that they feel strained if I talk too much. And I don't like that feeling. So I try not to push it. So, I mean, I hope that helped you. You
It
know,
did. Thank you
I
so much.
just I just want to, I just don't want you to be in a position where you get taken advantage of. Because I know that there are people out there that do that, unfortunately. It's sad. So let me know, let me know what the website is so I can go on there and look and see. And I have somebody that I can ask, do they know this part? Do they know this person? Is this person legit? And even if they say that the person is legit, you still have to take your time. Still don't rush into it. But at least okay, well, this is a good person. Okay.
Okay.
All right, sweetie. Well, I will see you. Thank you all for listening because this can be you one day You know, you could be in the same situation that she is in one day, looking for someone who is not in your area, but you want to trust them with your spiritual health. Okay? So I will see you guys maybe tomorrow. Who knows? Who knows? Hopefully tomorrow. I love you guys. Thank you so much for coming. I'll see you later. Bye.